Hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and today I have a fantastic trick to share with you featuring the Stamparatus. And I'm going to use Nature's Harvest, this die, and this stamp. And now we love that dies match our stamps, but they can be time-consuming to line up and crank out. So this trick will save you a lot of time. So let's get started. I am going to use this stamp. And since it's a rubber stamp, we don't need this black liner for the Stamparatus. So we'll just set that aside. I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of white, and I'm just going to put this flower at the end. So give it a little rub. We're going to ink it up with some Memento Black. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm actually going to use this flower also, so it looks dark enough. I don't need to re-ink that. So now we're going to this is really important. We leave the stamp on the Stamparatus because we're going to use that in a minute. Okay, so now I'm taking this with the die cutting machine. It's a little messy. And let's find the die. Now, we don't have a magnetic thing, so you can either place it very carefully. See, so you'd have to make sure it's all lined up properly. And then I don't have any washi tape. You could tape it in place with washi tape, or you can very gently put your second plate on top. Make sure it hasn't moved. And it's really important that I get this right because all the other ones are going to be in this space. So you can see how it takes a little bit of time to make sure that it's exactly the way it should be. So I'm gently placing this on top. There, it looks good. And I'm going to crank it through. And then let's have a look, see what happened. So here's my space. And here's my die. I'm quite happy with that die. It's acceptable. It's a tiny little bit more margin on that side, but you know what? That's only for a truly perfectionist person. So now, take a look at this. We're going to put this back in the Stamparatus. I'm going to save this one because I'm going to color it later. Just take this little piece out. And now, I have cranked out a whole bunch of these plain die cuts. You see, if you just crank out a die without having to line it up with your stamped image, it goes way, way faster. So I have 6 of these cut out of a half a sheet of cardstock. So now I'm just placing that right back into the negative. See? Perfect. Now, just moving my big shot. Now we're just going to ink up that flower again. And I can just keep the production going. So now I just ink it up. There. Give it a press. And it's done. And then I'd get the next one. And so you can just keep doing that. It's way, way faster than stamping and then die cutting your stamped image. Another great reason to get the Stamparatus. So can you imagine for your Christmas cards? The whole family can be involved. This does not take a lot of skill. You just put the piece in like a puzzle and you ink it up and you stamp. So you can do this even after a couple of glasses of wine. You'll be fine. That even rhymes. Isn't that great? I love it so much. So that's the tip for today. So stamp and cut one image, save your mask, and then just keep putting your blanks in there. You know what? I have a few more. So we only have 2 days left from celebration. So you can get the Stamparatus, and then you'll get a free stamp set or package of paper as a bonus. And you'll get a free tutorial from me. So it's really a win-win. And now I have a bunch of cards to make with this. I have a class featuring this stamp set on Friday here in the Netherlands. Normally I'm in Canada, but with my fiance in Holland, I'm here now for several weeks at a time. And I thought I might as well do some classes. So you can see how quickly I have stamped. I'm doing number 6 right here. So 6 blank die cuts have quickly turned into 6 stamped images that are ready to be colored and put on a beautiful card or a scrapbook page or a box. So I hope you enjoy my newsletter. This video with this helpful tip will be in there. Have a super day. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my blog, thepamperedstamper.com. And if you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love to have you shop with me. All right, have a super day. Bye.